Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate everybody joining. I know it's early in the morning for a lot of you people in North America, which is, I think, where most viewers are from. But again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna be honest. I almost forgot about the stream. Tomorrow is my son's birthday. I've been dealing with like kids being excited and kids wanting me to lay down with them as they go to bed. And I'm laying down and I'm like, I got something to do. It's on the top of my head. What am I supposed to do? It's like, how can I forget? How can I forget about tonight? Tonight for me, talking to the man, the hottest working man in the 1/12th streaming community, the guy who's on everybody's channel, the guy who's in your dreams, in your nightmares. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this guy, Zakainen. Zakainen, welcome.
Good morning.
Bring in the guns.
Might as well, man. I mean, if I'm going to do a show, I might as well do it effing right. I'm not going to use profanity until you give me the get to go.
Oh, okay. I guess we're never going to have any fun.
Okay. I try not to anymore. We talked about algorithm pre-show, and it's YouTube's like, oh, go ahead and drop F-bombs. I'm like, really? Are you sure? I mean, we can do that before, but how about that algorithm? How about that?
They're always trying to demonetize you. That's what they want to do.
Well, I mean, not just even, I don't even care about the demonetization. I'm talking about just the algorithm, man. You're like, I'm going to push the stream here. This guy who cusses like a drunken sailor with Tourette's, maybe we keep him here.
Well, for those of you who don't know, there was a little bit of drama in the live stream you were in last night. Why don't you fill everybody in?
Man. Yep. Yojo Jerk. Shout out to Mega Powers. He's doing a live review. He was doing classified Budo. Review's going fine. I mean, actually, I think it was, pretty much tame for what we're doing for our live review that he started doing on Fridays. And then all of a sudden, we're talking. And it's towards the end. And then all of a sudden, my notifications, I turn my phone off before every stream, just in case. But I get notifications on my PC. And I'm hearing this little quiet ding going, bing, 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 bing. I'm like, Blake, Mikey, what? So Blake's one of the mods. Mikey, my partner, JMK Customs. I'm like, what's going on? And I got a couple channel members popping on Instagram. I'm like, what is up? They're like, what happened to the stream? And then I look over, Jerk's in the middle of the review. I'm like, hey, buddy, we're down.
Something's happened.
Yeah, you're talking to me right now. That's it. Yeah. But our chat was still going. So it's like, what's going on? Everyone shot pictures and then found out it was a firearms violation from not even the FAMAS. I'm scared to hold invisible guns right now, dude. I'm like, I don't know what YouTube's gonna do. I mean, oh no, 2 fingers. What am I doing here?
What was the gun and where did it come from?
So it was Budo's side pistol, right?
So this is G.I. Joe classified figure,
1/12 scale,
side pistol. Just kind of showing it. Boom.
Yeah, he's up in the camera. We had done, I say we, Scott Hughes, shout out, producer for Ryan for Laser Pants on 3POA.
We don't mention that name here, just so you know. We don't.
Oh, sorry, 2POA. We sat there.
3POA is okay. We don't mention the pants guy.
Oh, okay, all right. So Scott Hughes, we're good. All right, cool. So Scott, is big into firearms. He's a gunsmith. So we're sitting here talking back and forth, and we, he shares videos for, the gun guys on YouTube. I'm like, how can they get away with that? But then we have somebody like a streamer got taken down for just even talking about, it was like a modification to a gun, a possible one, not even having the gun. And the produced content on YouTube for firearms versus live is vastly different. So the AI really cracks down. And I'm not 100% sure because I've been up for a long time, but I think it wasn't also said for not for kids, which that just increases how hard that algorithm's checking your stuff out.
Yeah.
So yeah, weep. And then he couldn't do a live stream.
Yeah.
Now he's got the appeal. So the next one for the members only, we couldn't do. So shout out to Not Pants. He sat there and he's like, hey man, we can do it on my channel. Let me know if you want to do it. And he did. Put Jerk in the driver's chair, let me help out. Co-hosting, and yep, man, had a makeup show over there on the old 3POA.
Nice. So what time did you go to bed last night?
About 2 a.m. my time. Like I tried to crash, and then man, the weekend hits, and it's talked to Quentin about this and Duarte Studios. We get that madness. You get this creative. I've had it my entire life. Can't shut my brain off, man. I just have to be creative. And
ADHD, man. That's what that is.
But it's only during certain times, and it's when I'm like, I got a video I got to make. You know, I got to do this, I got to do that, or it's I'm playing D&D back in the day. If I do a D&D campaign, I know after the session's done, even if I'm a player versus a dungeon master, we can get into that too. I will have everything creative flowing through my head. And I'm like, okay, this is going to happen. Here's a possible storyline. I'm going to make this magic weapon, blah, 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 blah. So no matter what it is, I'm in that creative space, I'm done for. Insomnia. And hey, thank God for Highly Posable on Friday nights that stream forever, because I pop in.
Shout out to those guys. We had 78 on here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going through. I was like, 78 was on there, which I'm going to shoot a video for him. I got his Cyberpunk 2.0 dial behind me. I sprinkled some Duarte in there. I'm mixing the streams. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But yeah, 78's fucking great, man. Oh, see, my first F-bomb. Couldn't help it.
Sorry, demonetized. On the air. All right, let's just see who's here. Let's say good morning to people, or good evening. Mark, what up? Always first. Thanks for being here. Sneaky is here.
Sneaky, what's up, man?
Burgos is here. Burgos is here. Hopes everyone is doing well. Thanks, man. The Articulated Sage 21. I just saw the picture for my new hero Bakugo. He looks so good. Dragon Ball. There you go, man. Vicious Soldier is here. What's going on, Vicious Soldier? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yo, the man Zakainen. Question already for Zakainen. How much are you benching these days?
Not enough, especially the busted
Not enough
right now.
Man. Yeah.
I think it was, dude, it was probably it was either late 30s, maybe early 40s, where I just stopped caring, because then I didn't care about maxing it. Then I cared about maintenance and making sure I was in good physical health to keep on doing things. So my max bench right now,
all about power.
Yeah. So I'm back up to 2 plates on a workout. So right now, 225. Those are pounds. Okay, American, right? Not those stones or whatever. Yeah, not kilos for sure. But I've got that. I'll do that. I'll do that a good 4 to 6 reps, because I'm also working out solo. I can always ask for a spot, but
don't embarrass yourself.
Good question.
Jukebox Hero, good morning.
Jukebox, what's up, man?
What's going on? Sneaky, put those guns away, Zakainen. Zeus and Hercules need to stay in their sleeves.
Got the stream yanked because of my guns. Sorry.
This guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not really sure. Nice of me to include a member of the alphabet community on my show. Jedi Ben, what's going on?
Recognize that
Ian
name.
Is here. What's going on, Ian? Oh, let me see this. Oh, Effin' Posa, what a great name.
Great avatar.
Great avatar as well, yeah. 225 is good for maintenance. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know.
Oh man, it's a downward slope here, man.
What is Sneaky bench pressing these days?
Like, he's got the Superman shirt basically on, got the SF in there.
Yeah. What are you benching, man? Nobody ever asked you that question. What are you benching? Speak.
Let it be known. Also, we can find out at Legions Con, Sneaky, if you're going to Legions Con.
I don't know if he is.
I'm
Did he
curious.
mention he is?
I just thought about asking.
Look at it. I don't go past 225 nowadays myself.
It's like,
A little bit too much. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's pretty cool.
I was faking
For those
really
of you
well.
who don't know, Zakainen is he's a good laugh. He's a good dude, very funny. You definitely got to get over to his channel on YouTube. Throw him a follow, throw him a subscription. Here we go. I'll put it in the chat. Click it. Go over, subscribe, and make sure you're subscribed. Good videos, really good, and especially when he's live, he's got a very good personality. That's why he's on everybody's stream. That's why he's on everybody's stream.
Don't.
Listen, man, I'm in a happy, generous mood right now, so
just take advantage of it.
All right, so let's get into the questions. The whole point of this is to get to know fellow collectors. Everybody knows Zakainen, but do we really know about Zakainen other than he's in the LGBTQ community?
Other than that,
and he's a little bit translucent. Slightly. So let's get into it. When and why did you start collecting figures?
That's a good question. And you know what? And especially at my age, the more shows I'm on, when I'm asked this one, even the next show, like there'll be another memory that unlocks. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
But unfortunately, I'm not Pepperidge Farm. My stuff, it's fuzzy. But yeah, I mean, I always had toys. I mean, I just from the earliest memory of there's an unlock. The first one I can remember is they had one of those like little plastic riding vehicles, right? Not a big wheel or anything like that, but it's something with wheels on it, and it was shaped like a caterpillar. This might be, I don't know why it's in my head, but I remember
the caterpillar. Was it yellow?
Super green, and if I remember right, it had like a yellow, almost like a construction hat on it. I need to look and see if this is a real memory or not.
From another dimension, maybe.
But I always remember toys. I mean, and of course, okay, yes, I'm old. Sticks, logs, stones, whatever. But like, Tinker toys, man. I love Tinker toys. Legos. I mean, oh my God. Civil war between me and my brother on Legos, like always. And then moved on from there into, God, I'm going to say the biggest one was probably going to be, it's got to be Star Wars. It had to be the Kenner Star Wars stuff. That's where it was like, oh man, these are toys. Like, this is awesome.
So you were in on the ground floor?
Yep. From the get-go.
Yeah.
And again, my parents always, no matter, we might have had generic food to eat, but they always made sure that we got a toy somehow. And I'll tell you what, the toy I would always get a toy after going with my mom, rest in peace, to Cloth World. That was child hell. Cloth World is exactly what it is. It's a shop completely of cloth, bolts and bolts and bolts of cloth, all the sewing stuff. Nightmare fuel. I mean, it was just, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And if the if you're a kid and you get rewarded before Cloth World, as I was, it's like, I dreaded it. I was like, can't we come back? But she would let me play with the toy in Cloth World. So there was a little.
So you got the toy before you went to Cloth World?
Sometimes. And it made Cloth World just a little bit bearable if I had that little toy that I could play with in my hand and fiddle with. But yeah, my parents always made sure I had it, man. And then I remember Star Wars. That was the big one. From the little teeny tiny ones, right? Little die cast. Like I still have my Millennium Falcon. I love that thing. The Imperial Star Destroyer, but then all the 1/18th scale, before scales were a thing back then. But I mean, I guess, you know what? Even before that, it would have been like Adventure People. Like I love that stuff. And I try to work the Star Wars stuff with the adventure people, but it just really didn't pan out. And then it was
they weren't the same scale. A little bit bigger.
And even then, it was almost a scale snob. Like I would work, then He-Man, like Transformers. You try to work them in together, right, with Star Wars. Then G.I. Joe came out, and I was like, these Star Wars figures suck. Like, wee!
I don't want to play with you anymore.
100%, man. I love the vehicles. Like put Snake Eyes on the speeder bike immediately. I love the vehicles and working those in my Joes. I put Snake Eyes in everything. So he's in the X-Wing, you name it. If I could put him in something, I did it.
And this is like OG Snake Eyes.
Yeah, OG Snake Eyes. I mean, yeah, we're not even talking. Even got to the battle.
We haven't gotten to the visor yet.
Yeah, haven't got to the visor. OG Commando. We haven't got into the battle arm swivel grip or whatever it was. When they put that in there, I was like, then my old GI Joes. Blah!
Took a hammer.
Oh man, I wrecked a lot of them. I treated my toys pretty well, but I mean, there were some Cobra Troopers that there was one officer that I just took a magnifying glass to and just burned him right with the sun and scarred up his face. But then that guy became a named character. Then he became one of the lieutenants. That Cobra, he saw some shit. He's been through it. Yeah. Which when that Scrap Iron Classified came out and they gave him that whole disfigured face, I was like, that's cool. And it took me back to that moment. That's another thing why I enjoy collecting is unlocking those moments. That's that nostalgia. It takes you to that time, back to where my parents, were alive, I can unlock that memory and fighting with my brother. Because, oh my God, I was selfish. I was not a good brother.
Past tense.
No. Was not. Brother still alive.
I've always been selfish.
Yeah, always been selfish. Brother still alive, always been selfish. I'm a lonely child except for my brother. He loves that. Finds that hilarious.
So how did you get from now at this point with the G.I. Joes? You're dumping everything else. How did you continue your progression?
So then from there, I mean, again, He-Man. I mean, there was always something Thundercats, Silverhawks, just always loved those toys. Like anytime I asked for a remote control car up until I was 16 years old, every Christmas list. My folks always had, hey, give me a Christmas list. Every, went from crayons, to almost calligraphy. Here's my Christmas list. Here you go. It was funny. And
that was a sign of things to come. Right?
Well, my shout out to when I say my dad, my stepdad. Biological father, by the way. Okay, he's still alive. My dad, when I say he's passed, that's my stepdad. But anyway, I know it's slightly confusing. Anyway, he's like, why do you put this remote control car? Like, I thought it was a gag, but I mean, it's 16, you're still going. I said, I'm not kidding. I've never had a remote control vehicle. So I'm going to put it on there every year. And my stepdad was the first person to get me an RC vehicle. I still have it. I loved it. That was like immediate. I'm 16 years old. I'm like, yeah.
So you didn't get one until you were 16.
16. Yep. I'd never had one. So I was stoked to have that thing. It's silver. God, I want to say it was it was in like a late 80s Ferrari, like Testarossa kind of style. And yeah, still have it. So
you still have it.
Yeah. I'm a hoarder. Now there's stuff I've lost, like the G.I. Joe stuff. I got my figures, but I don't have like my vehicles. Like I have very few. Mm-hmm. My pit is gone. I don't know if it was a move. I don't know if it was when we had the, estate sale, the, folks' house, and I lost it in there somehow because I usually know where all my shit is. It's somewhere, but my pit's gone. My Sky Striker, my Night Raven. In fact, I just picked up a Night Raven from Woody. Shout out to Woody 222, the figure addict. He's like, I'm going to put this up, to you guys before I put it on eBay. I'm like, I'll buy it right now, which is cool because now I have a piece that came out of Woody's collection in my collection. I think that's cool.
I noticed you didn't mention the flag.
I never had the flag. That was one. I mean, I had the Pit, the Night Raven, the Sky Striker, the Mobat, the Mauler, Vamps,
Child abuse.
the APC. Like between me and my brother, we had 2 of the APCs, which I didn't realize. Like this is a stupid toy, and I played with it all the time. It was one of those ones that were sneaky figures. It was sneaky because you're like, you started using it, and I'm like, man, why did I not like this thing? It was just effing cool. But yeah, the flag never happened. Never had the Terrordrome either.
I appreciate you said effing.
Yeah. Sorry. I know. I'm trying.
All the way.
I'm trying.
You didn't go all the way.
I'm trying.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did you stop playing with toys?
Goof. That was something my biological father and I had fights about until I moved out.
Stop playing with toys.
Just collecting them, man. And then I'm sitting there, I mean, I'm fiddling with them. I mean, I'm always doing that where I'll have something and grab it and start, playing around with it. And he's like, you're too old for toys. Well, it's not like I'm having full blown action battles, out in the yard or anything. Yeah. I have my, the neighbor kids coming over. That'd be creepy at 16. But yeah, he's like, those things, it's never going to amount to anything. And by the way, anytime I had a toy that was worth money, initially like the Kenner Superpower. I mean, I love superpowers. That Batmobile, still have it. I love that thing. And I would just let him know how much that was currently every once in a while. I'd be like, oh, this thing's $70. Back in the the 90s. I guess when I graduated, 91 is when I graduated. But yeah, I just kept on going. So I stopped playing, and then I I don't think I've always been a collector, but I didn't become a collector until, like a lot of people, COVID, when that hit, the coof, if we can say that. At that point, my dad had passed away, and then I had 2 months later, I got the cough. Which gave me double pneumonia. That's what almost killed me, was that. Get past that, another month or so later, I have a stroke. No family history of strokes. Great. Survived that. And then I wasn't doing creative. I wasn't playing D&D. I wasn't gaming anymore. I wasn't doing, anything video gaming. I wasn't doing anything. My wife's like, why don't you get back into collecting? Because, I always have it displayed around the house, and she loved it. And she was like, I think that'd be fun. And then
supportive wife.
Oh yeah, man. I love my wife.
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Now, of course, she's now telling me, she's like, you need to pump the brakes, pal. Things are getting a little out of control, especially when I sat there and I was like, hey, honey, perhaps we get that dream home. I always told you I only had one more move left in me. What if we just, maybe one more? And she's like, I know you need a bigger house for your toys. I'm like, it's a win-win. So yeah, then I got back into it, and that the first thing that I got back into when I was collecting was classified. And I saw that, I was like, oh man, these are dope. I can't remember what the first one was, because I had just missed the whole Cobra Island. I had just gotten past that.
Okay.
So I can't remember what my first classified figure was. That hasn't been unlocked yet. But I remember going, oh, I can't wait. I'll get some Cobra Troopers. Because even as a kid in my heyday, I had like 2 officers and 1 trooper. Like they didn't army build. My folks got me toys. We didn't army build for the enemy.
Most people didn't have multiple Cobra Troopers back in the day.
No, I had some friends, man. They were stacked. Yeah, they were living the life. Well, my buddy Wes, they had the flag too. Now I didn't play with him as a kid. This was years later. I get to see that, but no, I had my buddy Mark. Actually, we would go. I don't know what the statute of limitations is. So we'll say this is in Minecraft. We would go to the local TJ&Y, which is out of business. I should be good, and we would steal GI Joes. Like, he taught me to steal.
Taught me how to steal.
I did, man. Especially vehicles. I was that asshole that went in there at the TJ&Y. And I don't know why they didn't catch me at all. In retrospect, there was a camera there. it had to have been the most obvious thing in the world.
Well, you're translucent. You must have been translucent then too.
No,
right?
no, I was tan. In fact, my hair was so, bleached by the sun. It was basically blonde at the time.
Wow.
This is, again, video games come out and then the game changes. And then it's, well, I don't want to be outside anymore. Because, yeah, dude, the 80s, it was kids on bikes. Like, Stranger Things, I love that. And I love Stephen King's It, just because when you see kids and they're on bikes in the 80s, that's what we did. Yeah. We rode everywhere. Yeah. And you didn't worry about it. You had to be home before the streetlights came on. The streetlights came on, you're effed. Here it is. And you hear, like, oh, crap. Gotta run home. But yeah, we didn't. There was no cell phones. There wasn't instantaneous. It's like, they're calling your neighbors, like, hey, have you seen Doug? Have you seen
No, you gotta listen. You gotta listen for your mom's voice, right?
Yep.
You gotta listen.
Yep. So that's what did it, man. So yeah, with unfortunately my wife got me back into it, and then it was, let's go, and then exploring all the different lines. You can tell it's was it Talker Art on Mega Powers Monday was given Gain shit about being a new collector, and we're like just maybe a few years apart between me and Talker. But he's kind of right. I mean, I didn't go hardcore until, like a lot of people did.
Well, here's the question: as a new collector, how much effort did you give in back collecting, going backwards?
Not much. There's a few pieces where I was like, I can tell you, like the Shogun Warriors. Was it Mazinger Z? I'm always gonna mess.
Well, there's different ones. There's Great Mazinger. There's Mazinger Z. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the stuff. Like even the comics. Like I didn't get the comics. So that I had one that was, I don't know, 3.5 inches. I want to say tall, maybe 5. I'm not good with those measurements. Obviously, I'm only 3 apples tall. I put an eBay search, and it was fun looking for like that being like an affordable deal. I was like, that's one I really wanted to have back. My cousin had one, and I again, my memories jumbled because I thought it was bigger, and it was about like this scale.
Well, they had different scales when we were kids. They had different scales.
But not the jumbo, like the jumbo one. I never had that one
from Mattel that were like that big. Yeah,
a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So like those, I'll keep. I haven't done it so much lately. Once I got that one, I was like, there's my piece of nostalgia right there. And honestly, it was the big gigantic red piece that looked like a ship that mounted to his chest.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really wanted, and I didn't want the yellow thinned version. I wanted the solid red version. I played with that far more than the actual robot.
Well, I don't want to cost you money, but do you remember Guy King?
Unless it was called something else.
Guy King was the one with the big dragon, and the dragon head would go in and become his chest.
I do not remember that.
He had 2 big horns that came up.
Okay, so I've seen pictures of that, but yeah, that was nothing for me.
You didn't watch that? Because that was part of like, the Shogun Warriors.
And those were just toys. I didn't know there was a cartoon. I didn't know nothing. I knew nothing about that at all. And again, so I mean, being in Kansas, there wasn't a whole lot that we got as far as well, I can tell you, yeah. So Japanese animation, Japanimation is what it was called when I first started out, and it was Battle of the Planets, Science Team Gotcha Man. That right there. Well, heck. So for me, June, like this is Princess to me, because that's when
Storm Collectibles, right?
That's Storm Collectibles. And oh man, this is all nostalgia for me because
Ken the Eagle.
Then I got Ken the Eagle. I just busted her out. I had Stu, one of our chat members, he was like, I'm kind of on the fence about buying this. I was like, you know what? I haven't broke her out yet. And that gives me an excuse to play with my toy and check her out. And I love this figure, man.
What
yeah,
about
that
Star
for
Blazers?
me.
Did you watch Star Blazers?
Nope. Yeah, so anime for me again, that's the only thing I had. So I have a big attachment to, again, Battle of the Planets for me,
Yeah.
which I bought them on CD,
Mhm.
recently, or sorry, DVD. So I want to, rewatch those. But that's what got me into anime, was that show. And like from there, anything I could get, like, so Voltron, I didn't watch Voltron. I just recently tried watching Voltron. I do not like that cartoon.
No, as an adult, it doesn't
It's
it doesn't
bad.
hit the same.
It's bad. I'll say this: it's better
Yeah.
than He-Man. I love He-Man. That cartoon is painful to
Yeah.
watch. It
Yeah.
hurts, man. So I
But
haven't
with
gone
Voltron,
back to watch anything else.
there's three different Voltrons.
Like there's the vehicles one.
There's the vehicle one, there's the Go Lion one, Go meaning
Go
5,
Lion.
Go Lion one, and then there's another one with 3 robots.
Oh, I didn't know there was
That
one
kind
with
of
3.
combine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those things. I never had Voltron as a kid. Now my brother had like a die-cast one that I played with that I want to say was kind of almost like the same size as the Shogun Warriors, and I thought that one was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
one of those things, my anime. Well, we didn't talk about that as far as collecting. It wasn't just, again, toys for me. I mean, it was comics.
So you were into comics before you got into toys?
Like I am now, I would say, yeah,
COVID
for sure. So it's one of those things. If I went to the store, I'm always getting comics. But if I see a cool figure, it was always like Hobgoblin. I love Hobgoblin because of the comics. Ned Leeds, that's the only Hobgoblin. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw that, like, I see a Marvel Legends comes out, I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. Bought them, put in my apartment at the time or whatever. If I saw a little tiny figure or whatever of a Hobgoblin, I would go and get that. Venom was the same way. Wolverine, I always go, oh, let me get that. Like was superpowers. And yeah, the Secret Wars. So when those Secret Wars figures,
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say it was Toy Biz that did the Secret Wars figures initially, right?
Back in the day. Well,
yeah.
When we were kids, the Secret Wars was Kenner.
Is it Kenner? Okay.
I think it was Kenner.
Because they did superpowers, and then it was Secret Wars.
So Mattel did did the DC stuff, I think, and Kenner did the Marvel stuff. Pretty sure. Maybe somebody in the chat knows for sure.
I hope so. Yeah, I just thought, Alex Sanchez, man. What's up, Alex? And Mr. Pie are popping in there, along with Abby. What's going on, guys? Initial Goose. Good Lord. There's a whole bunch of people that trickled in here as I've been rattling on like I do.
Well, you bring the people. People want to hear what you have to say.
They've heard this crap before. But yeah, comics is one of those things that I remember. It was G.I. Joe number 11. And it had the I'm gonna mess this up. It's Snow Job on the Polar Battle Bear, because that whole story of me asking my dad for not Snow Job and not Blowtorch, because I wanted both of those figures, and I ran up to my biological father and said, "We gotta go store. We gotta go store. I gotta get this blow thing. He's like, what? And he just saw the look on his face. And again, I'm like oblivious. I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, oh, no. I'm sorry. Snow Job and Blowtorch. So, I mean, the people are like, that's a made up thing. No, if that story is circulated, I can't be the only one that did it, because boy, did that happen to me. And you could see like this confusion on his face that I now know. He was like, do I need to be angry? Do I need to let the laughter go? Do I need to beat him? Do I need to encourage this? Do I need to explain to him this word that he just used on accident numerous times? And he was very excited about it too. Yeah, it was comics. That's what, it was propaganda. I mean, we know this now. They literally programmed us with comics, the commercials, and the toys. It was ingenious. It was awesome. I know it, and I still love it.
I'm still partial to those Marvel comic commercials that they used to show previewing like the G.I. Joe episodes. Yeah. Because they were like 30 seconds long, but they were all animation, all original animation, talking about the new comic for the month from G.I. Joe. And it was badass. It was like, boom, boom, boom. If you've never seen it, go to YouTube and try to look it up. But you were just bombarded
Oh yeah.
nonstop. I need this. I need this. I need this. I need this.
Oh yeah,
But
and it
back in the day,
worked.
they were awesome.
Yeah, and it did. I mean, that's where companies are supposed to do it. It's smart. I mean, Vegas, they designed the casinos to keep you in and gambling in a heightened
No one
state.
knows. Right?
Everybody knows this, man. This is common knowledge. But we do it. We know that's what it is. Again, fast food. I can talk about that for hours. They've engineered this to be consumed and you want more of it. It's addictive. I thought I was like, that's stupid. Food's not addictive until I got off fast food. And I was like, oh, crap. Man.
For sugar.
Yeah. Maybe get me a Big Mac or something, maybe. Which that would not be it. I hated McDonald's. I love their breakfast, but I was never big on McDonald's except for their nuggies.
I hear McDonald's in the States now is ridiculously priced.
Dude, I can't even tell you. Like, I will literally, if I go to McDonald's, it has to be because I'm traveling somewhere and I'm like, man, I gotta get some breakfast. I'll get a breakfast burrito or get like a muffin or something to get by because it's rare. I can't even tell you the last time.
My buddy told me a Big Mac meal, set, is like $18 or something. Like,
you know what?
That's not possible. He's like, yeah.
I've lost track of how much fast food costs, and people are talking about, well, we can't eat out. I can't eat healthy because it's so cheap to eat fast food. One meal back in the day, that was true. Now I'm hard pressed to agree with that, period, across the board, like you're talking about. But back in the day, you could eat healthy and then you wouldn't eat that much. You wouldn't need to eat fast food 3 to 4 times a day, because that's what I was doing, man. I'd had fast food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, probably dessert. I'd order a whole pizza and crush a whole pizza.
So $18 to $20 for Big Mac meal, whereas in Tokyo I can get it for like $6.80. The meal, the set.
Man, that is crazy. Especially in those bigger cities, man. On the coasts, everyone get out of the big cities. Get out of them.
I'm in a pretty big city.
Well, I'm talking about the state side.
No. I'm saying like, why is this happening in America? Like, this is ridiculous.
Exactly. Why? Yeah. And I think you know what? I think we can cross that back into toys. Why are toys escalating that much? Because we keep enabling them. Like, we keep paying these prices, but it's starting to hit a breaking point, man, for a lot of us. I don't know about you. I mean, it's anecdotal, but anecdotally, I mean, in all the chats that I've been in, like this last week has been, I canceled this. I canceled this pre-order. I canceled this. Have you heard the same thing?
Well, I've been canceling a lot of my Hasbro stuff.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not done with Hasbro, but I'm done with a lot of their stuff. I'm just kind of tired of the stuff that they pull, especially the HasLabs. They leave me with a bad taste.
Oh, that Tron HasLab got me so mad.
Are you kidding?
I love Tron, dude. You want to talk about something that I loved? Like, I bought the book immediately, after when the movie came out. Oh, there's a book. I'm gonna get this book. The Light Cycle. I think Flynn is my only survivor of my Tron stuff. I might have one of those red guards, not Sark, but one of the guards or whatever. But like the Light Cycle, man, I had the yellow one for sure. I think my brother might have had a blue one. I loved those things. So when I started collecting, I was like, oh, hey, look, they've done some, re-releases over time. I'm like, oh yeah, do I really want Tron that bad? Talking about when I go back and look at some of the vintage stuff, I'm like, man, maybe we'll re-release it. I'm like, oh man, they're doing a Tron HasLab. Who's 60? Okay, man. All right. Well, it's 1/12 scale. Oh, it's not 1/12 scale. Oh, okay. I understand on the business side. Tooling for those is just as much as the 1/12 that I've been told. Okay, great. Still, what are the unlocks? Oh, there's no unlocks. Nope. I'm good.
It's like 4 figures in two cycles, right?
I think, or is it 5 figures? Because it's Sark, there's a program, it's Tron, it's Flynn, and it's Lori, I think.
Okay.
And then it's 2 cycles, the diorama, which, bro,
That's
leave that out.
Hasbro giving us more of that Rancor like cardboard backdrop. It's like, come on.
I would have been easier if that had been one of the unlocks. Like that to me, like, you know what? Okay, that's an unlock, whatever. But I mean, I would have thought there'd been at least 2 more figures for an unlock and like a third bike, something. Nope. Yeah, 5 figures.
I like that they're up front and this is what you're paying for and this is what you're getting regardless. I like that. But it's just overpriced. It's ridiculous for the scale. It's ridiculous for what you're getting.
Yep.
But it's the new model, and if you don't like it, kick rocks, I guess, right?
That's it. And then folks have to speak with their wallet. And I think, yeah, we've hit. Again, we're in the golden age of toys. Like when I got into it, this has been a great time to get into it. I mean, I'm getting toys that I never thought I'd ever see. I mean, especially, I hate saying third party, but say imports. I mean, we're going to say, how do you term them? Like Medi Toys, what would you call them?
So Medi doesn't. So a third party would be an unlicensed figure.
Okay.
But Medi Toys doesn't necessarily do a lot of licensed IP, I think, other than like the Turtles.
Yeah, because they're not Warcraft. It's dead on Warcraft, and I love it.
Yeah.
If you told me when I was playing World of Warcraft that I was going to get not just an action figure, I mean, because there was some other crap out there that was like, oh, okay, whatever. These highly articulated 1/12 scale World of Warcraft, I wouldn't have believed you. Like, that's crazy. But like their orcs are next level. I mean, I've got that. Heck, I've got one of them right here. Like, I've got this guy right here. Probably, he's top 10 easily for me.
Oh yeah.
And then they put like 3 different skin variations on him. But it's just the accessories. He just moves like butter, man. It's such a great figure to play with. And again, somebody I've got near me that I've been constantly fiddling with since, I got him out of the box. But again, so yeah, we're in the golden age, but now everything that's good almost, it has to come to an end.
Well, I mean, I would say, has the American companies, Super 7, Hasbro, their pricing model is just a little bit too out of whack, and everything is just now more apparent when you're looking at licensed figures.
Yeah.
Granted, different territories have different licensing fees.
Yeah.
But you're seeing licensed figures on a whole other level for maybe like double the cost of a Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Now, is this double the quality? No, it's like quadruple the quality.
Yeah.
But only double the price. So people are kind of, they're taking a step back. People don't have unlimited resources when it comes to spending. So, now you have
space.
This whole
That's
other thing.
Huge.
Space is big.
Space is the enemy of the collector, man. I mean, even in the new place, I've only got so much room. And I'm hitting that point where, again, pricing too is helping me decide that. I was like, okay, one, I'm going to start thinning the collection out. That has been the plan actually since the move, is like anything that I'm not in love with, let me get out. Let me get to somebody else. Use that circle plastic life, buy something else, new. Because that is always the deal. And I think the other thing is now people are, if they're like, okay, I'm going to keep getting this ridiculously priced, figure, well, I'm not going to collect this line now. So now there's a lot of competition out there, and they're having to pick and choose. Like, if this is your favorite, like classified, this is it for you. And you're like, man, you know what? Sorry, Motu, you have to go away. Sorry, Star Wars. I'm going to stick, on this path.
Yeah.
Things that give us hope, though, I would say we'll see what happens. But that Storm Arena putting, these figures out, that price point that they are, I mean, this for me, while I like Jada's a good figure. If I got to choose now, and I did after those reveals, I'm gonna go Storm Collectibles, and I'm gonna go Blanca. Well, I'll get Blanca and whatever. We're get the Jada. I'll get Blanca and whatever. That's my guy. I love Blanca.
Yeah.
But now with Akuma, I'm not gonna go Jada with Akuma. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go Storm Arena. Trying to think, and actually in Balrog too. Like Balrog, never a favorite of mine. The Jada one was like, that's Balrog. That Storm Arena, I was like, damn, that's a good looking Balrog. I'm gonna pick that up.
So you're just gonna wait them out now. Whatever Jada announces, you're just gonna be like, I'm good. I'll just wait on.
It just really depends on the figure. But right now, I've got Blanca. If they do a Player 2 version, Player 3 version, probably. But I can't think of a figure that I have to have after that point. Because right now, after that, it's gravy for me. Like, Sagat. I got the Jada toys. I'm probably gonna get the Storm Arena. I might sell the Jada Sagat to make room for him. But again, that gives us hope because, unless they raise their price, because like, well, crap, everyone else is paying this ridiculous price. Let's, raise our Storm Arena.
Well, they will. It's inevitable. They will. But
if they kept it and people would go, oh, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should cut back a little bit. Maybe we got a little too greedy here.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's move on to the next question. This is something I kind of gave you a little bit of a heads up about. So I hope you I hope you gave it a little bit of thought. What is the one figure you want that you don't have? Meaning a grail, something that's been released. It's in the world. You don't have it, but you want it.
I know, man. We talked about it. I kept, been fermenting in the back. Because the easy one is like, well, the flag, but it's not a grail. It's like, I don't have to have that. It would just be neat, right? It'd be a statement piece.
And you probably wouldn't have anywhere to put it either.
Oh, you know what? Now I've got it in my head. At least one. This one's the first one that's finally popped out. There was a Sentinel, and I can't remember if it was Sideshow. I think it was a Sideshow Collectibles Sentinel. I might look at this live because this thing looked ridiculous. I was like, this is a piece of art, and I remember looking at that before I knew anything about the HasLab, before I was getting back and, going full bore, collecting like I was, because I'd missed the HasLab when I got into collecting. We're going to put Sideshow in there.
Shout out to F and Posa becoming a new channel member. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Right on, man. The guy with the cool avatar.
And brought you in. Thank you very much.
Yep. It was a Sideshow Collectibles. 100%.
12-inch mood stream.
Look at that. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Boom. It was Sideshow?
Yeah, it was Sideshow. Yep. That Sentinel is ridiculous. It just looks so effing cool.
Send me the link. I can pull it up.
Heck, give me a share screen. Let's do that because I can do that. Right. Yeah. Just one of the pictures I grabbed off that. I would love to have that in a collection. I don't even know if that moves or if that's even posable. I don't care. It's just awesome. I am a mark for Sentinels. I love Sentinels. That was the one thing where I think shout out to Tony Legend Series asked me, he's like, the house is on fire, all the loved ones, everything. It's toy. What toy would you like grab and take with you? And even though I've got a lot of sentimental value with like my Cops and Crooks, like my Buds McBoom Boom, it's that Sentinel just keeps jumping out when I grab one of my HasLab Sentinels. It does. It calls.
Zakainen.
He's like, Papa, save me, Papa. And then I could take that and I could rebuild the collection, from there. Because I've even, I know there's more HasLab Sentinels out there, but if I needed to like rebuild my collection, if I wanted something, I was like, this is cool. It's just that Sentinel, man. I love that HasLab Sentinel. It's always been playing that. It was a Marvel Legendary, that deck building game. And you can play it cooperatively, and you pick, who your villains are going to be. And if you pick your, there's the main villain, your side villains. I'm always like Sentinels. Put Sentinels in there. I don't care who they're matched up with. I don't give a shit. Put Sentinels in there.
There you go.
Been here all along, just a different name.
So it would be that Sentinel. You want that?
That's the Grail. I'm going to say that right now.
Secret Santa's out there. Secret Santa's. You know what he wants.
Oh man, I believe in Santa.
Jedi Ben, new YouTube member. Thank you, man.
Right on, man.
Three.
Jedi Ben has been in chats for a long time, man.
Oh yeah. We love Jedi Ben. He's got an amazing little setup. His collection, really good, really nice.
Kaiju level Ichiban.
Yeah, Kaiju level Ichiban.
Honestly,
there's a new level coming. I love
from you. Oh, really? Oh, cool.
There's a new level.
There's more people that snuck in here. I see Talib in here, same time.
Yeah, Talib woke up. Good for him. He was complaining that he had to go to bed last night. I was trying to keep him awake, but he's an old guy, so I let him go to bed.
Oh, you know what? Since he's in here, his co-host Anna isn't. I'm going to say again, Transformers, Bumblebee is the worst Transformer ever of all time.
Ever.
Thank you. God, we're just best friends. Look at that.
Bumblebee is for Transformers what Roadblock is for G.I. Joe. He's a character that wasn't popular much during the original run, and then Hollywood made some movies and decided that he was the character, and everything since then has just kind of been about him.
I'm not going to say that you're
Roadblock was a he was a loved character, but he wasn't top 5 G.I. Joes. He wasn't.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, again, it was always, Snake Eyes for me, 100%. It was Stalker. Like those were my first two.
Stalker gets no love. Stalker is badass. And the fact that nobody gives him any love in any of the movies, nothing. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's heartbreaking whenever I'll still find a Stalker out there in the wild in the classified. And it's heartbreaking for me. I was like, I love this character. Because again, nostalgia. Those were the first two characters, the vintage G.I. Joe that I bought was Stalker and Snake Eyes, same time. I love that. Mm-hmm. And then when they paired them up in the comic books, I was like, oh man, my head canon, the actual canon was all aligning. I was like, oh, I love this.
Those original Joes, like Snake Eyes and Stalker, those were the two that stood out with their uniforms, with their attire. And they were badass. I mean, Stalker's camo, it's just great. It's a great uniform when you had everybody else, just green or with their laser pads or whatever.
He's got the beret. Everything was just snappy about it. I mean, obviously, I'm a kid. I didn't know anything about him. There was no backstory for me. I'd read the back, look, classify, look at the file card. That's not what's getting me to buy the figure.
Yeah.
It's the figure itself. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that really set him apart. Again, black. I've always worn black my entire life.
How many shows were dedicated to Roadblock where he's like a main character in the show versus Bazooka and Alpine? Bazooka and Alpine during the initial run were way more popular, used way more than Roadblock ever was. Ever.
Roadblock for me is one of those characters.
They're better characters, but they were just used way more.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And Bazooka, Roadblock, Alpine, to me, whatever. Didn't care.
Yeah.
It was always Snake Eyes, man. I was a mark.
I hated Flint.
Again, we're best friends.
Hated.
I hated Flint with my whole body. Guess what?
Yeah.
Where his hometown, where he's from? Mine. Didn't give a shit. Don't care. My hometown.
Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas. It's easy. I don't care about
We're talking cartoons right now.
Cuckoo.
We're not
What's
talking
up, man?
Comics are totally different. Totally different. We know that. But yeah, I hated Flint. I hated Lady J. I always kind of rooted for them to get killed in the show. They never did.
Yeah, Lady J, I did not care a whiff about that movie. So that G.I. Joe Resolute, which is a fantastic animated movie, right? When they were forcing the whole Scarlet with Duke thing, I was ready to punch babies in the face. You can stuff that whole thing. She belongs with Snake Eyes, get effed. He's the one, he got disfigured in the comics because he shoved her out of the way from the helicopter accident where he got sprayed in the face with hot hydraulic fluid, or I don't know what happened to him. Something happened. And what happened? She's going to go to Duke. Get effed. You're dumb.
Well, that's what they did in the cartoon. It was the two of them.
I hated that. But yeah, that in Resolute, like, you need to choose. Like, you choose. Leave this man behind, Duke.
Flint was awesome. Get out of town. You probably weren't even born. Get out.
Shane, you're high. How high are you? I know you're high, Shane. How high are you?
All right, man. All right. So here's a good question I didn't prep you for.
Ooh.
What are your top 3 lines in terms of volume?
True, just sheer volume. I'm just kind of looking around my back because McFarlane got quite a bit of, but Marvel Legends by far.
I wouldn't admit to that.
You know what? I just almost quit him after the whole Batman 89 thing, and then he started showing that Comic-Con panel, and he's going to have Wildcats that I literally just talked about this week, because I still have like the 90s figures over here, and I love them. They're just cool. They have no articulation. They're 5 POA. I love them. I just want a modernized version, and then Todd's going to do it. But Marvel Legends classified, God, I have to have more Marvel Legends than classified as far as volume. So I'm going to say those are my top 2.
And then McFarlane.
No, at this point,
Valaverse?
It's probably Valaverse.
Yeah.
Because Army Building has, I try to Army Build with Todd. He won't let me. Oh, you're Manhunter? Oh, that's a Chase figure. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That's an Army. Oh, Green Lantern Corps. Okay, this one, yes, but this one, no. You have to chase this one. Fuck off. So I'm going to say at this point, I think I pulled away with Valaverse. So I'm going to say those are probably my top 3 off the top of my noggin that I'm just kind of surrounded by.
All right. Sticking with the number 3. What are your favorite 3 figures from the past month or 2?
Ooh, past month. This is an easy one. I will say this. I can't even tell you what the name of this figure is. I can't even tell you the company. Well, everything on it is weird. She doesn't have, I like my girls thick, and she was a robot. Like, my wife hadn't seen this one yet with her on a road trip. She's translucent, so branding.
You don't know who made this?
You know what? I can find out right now. Oh, actually, I'll show you this. This is the other thing with his heels. I don't know how she's going to stand.
It's magnetic.
Yeah, she stands really well with that. So I was like, shout out to them for thinking ahead on that. Yeah, once I got her in, I have been playing with her nonstop.
KJ's busting your onions.
Who's the guy? I've never heard of him. You're
Derp.
Yeah, whoever this is.
Gook? What is that? Guts?
Well, that sounds actually a racial slur over here in the States.
Oh, okay. I know this one. Okay. I think it's Juke.
Juke?
I think so.
Fantastic.
That's how we'll pronounce it.
Yeah. Fantastic figure on that one. The other one, Loose Collector.
Nice pose.
Yeah, I used the internet. I was like,
we all do, man. We all do.
did. I was like, I want a cool, it's not really a spear, but I'm going to say it's a spear. So I'm going to look at some spear poses. But I love Grendel. I love Hunter Rose. And this also gives me hopes for getting a Grendel Prime. I love Grendel Prime. So I'm really stoked about that. So that's easily 1 and 2.
One more.
God. I don't know. I want to say, can we count a vehicle?
Yeah, that's all right.
Because as far as vehicles go, this snake armor, you want to talk about something like as a kid, I like, oh, this is neat. I'll put it in and play with it. You know, put a Cobra Trooper or leave that little rubber thing in the old vintage series. But as far as an upgrade to a modern, oh man, this thing
did you have the original one? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
never had the original one.
2 or 3 of those things. I love that.
Yeah, I never had them.
Well, funny story. I never had a hiss though. The hiss that I had was my brother. My brother had a hiss.
Wow.
I never had one.
I'm trying to figure out who Kaiju Daddy is talking to. I only see Kaiju on a blank screen.
You want to talk about branding? I have been making a point to go out in the mornings and get sunlight every morning for a good, 15 minutes. Get that vitamin D. Clip that. And I thought, I'm literally out there going, oh, I'm going to start getting some sun. They're going to take away the, whole translucent thing. Well, then what do I got? Who am I?
Well, then, man, you market yourself as like the Invisible Man. Like you just have some sunglasses on and nothing else and just a shirt.
Oh, I could, start doing the bandages. Yeah. Do it like a eraser head, that Monster Force. The eraser. The floating head.
Those are 3 good figures, man.
Those are solid for like the last, frequency. Those are right in front of me. And if I count it as a vehicle, then I'm going to say it's got to be that Storm Arena. That Ken just moves like butter, man. It's just their figures are so good. Now, if I had a little more time to open my Monster Force, I'd probably be shouting out some Monster Force because there's a couple new ones I haven't got to yet. I haven't opened them. They showed up yesterday, I say. Yeah.
What's your most prized figure?
Man, it's got to be the Sentinel because that's the one I'm going to grab.
Well,
no, with
that you have.
I've got the HasLab. No. So the HasLab Sentinel. That I was saying about earlier. Like if I got 3 of them. And if there was, again, if the house was burning, I had one toy that I had to grab.
It's that one.
It's that one. I love that HasLab Sentinel, man. It's everything I've ever wanted in a Sentinel. And then, if I went down the line, then it's, like that Buttons McBoom Boom, my first Cops and Crooks figure. I love that figure, and I still have him. I think he's in the bedroom right now. But yeah, that's easy.
To bring toys into the bedroom.
Oh yeah. I already talked about all the role playing I did before, right? With the Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. What are your top 5 most wanted figures, vehicles, or lines?
Top 5 most wanted figures. That's a good question. I got to think about like all my pre-orders right now. Like, yeesh.
So no, these are things that have never been announced. You want them.
Ooh, that haven't been announced and I want them.
Yeah.
God, man. Like right off the bat, it's 80s. It's always 80s for me. Like I could, I could get 4 right off the bat and tell you I want the A-team instead of me biting, custom head sculpts. Give me Murtaugh, give me, Hannibal, give me B.A. Baracus, and give me Face.
I think it's inevitable that Ace will make those.
I hope so, man. Because son of a gun. But God, it's 80s. It's like Chuck Norris. I'm sure it's a licensing thing. I'd love to have just a sweet Chuck Norris action figure, in 1/12 scale. And
Tamashii
Haya, I
Nations,
wouldn't mind Haya if
Tamashii
they did it.
Nations wanted to make Top Gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Tom Cruise kept. No.
I get it. And then when Ace did it, I think that's neat. And I was like, I didn't really want Maverick. I'm good. I'd almost want the 1/12, F-15 I could use for a Sky Striker. Then I'd be like, okay, now I gotta have him.
Now I gotta have it.
And then God, Jack Burton. I mean, Big Trouble in Little China, man. Kurt Russell. I got a custom that I'm gonna get for my boy Mikey. I can't wait to get it. But that's one of those I'd love to see a company make those figures. Lethal Weapon. Charles Bronson's a good one. Death Warrant. Yeah.
So we've got the A-Team. We've got
everything. Chuck Norris easily.
Chuck Norris
is there. I almost say Eddie Murphy from Beverly Hills Cop, but I can never remember his the character's name.
Axel Foley.
Axel Foley. I do.
Axwell.
That, and we've seen the 1/12 or the 1/18th scale Battlestar Galactica figures, but thinking about thinking about Dirk Benedict, oh, man, if I get Starbuck and Apollo in 1/12 scale, dude.
Adama.
Yeah. So vehicles, I'd say that is I'd love just a big ass Colonial Viper and a Cylon Raider.
What about
love it? V is a fun one. It's just one where it'd be neat. And depending on the company that did it, but it's not one I'm like, oh, why don't they do V? Like, I get why they should do it.
Ace has been after that. And apparently he's getting close to getting it licensed.
If Ace does it, I'd be interested in seeing what that is. Because it's just that it's like Brave Star. I mean, I think he killed it with Brave Star.
Yeah.
I just wasn't attached to Brave Star,
Yeah.
So that now 30-30, I might end up your Techno Horse. Sorry. Mm-hmm. I might get that because that's just a dope looking figure, period. Yeah. I can work that into all kinds of stuff. I always liked him, but like Brave Star didn't have that nostalgia attachment where Captain Power, depending on that might be another one I'd like to see done. Yeah, vehicles, Aces nailed it. I mean, I've got my General Lee. I've got my A-Team van. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I've got one sitting over there.
I gotta contact him. He let me he left the tank and the bridge layer with me when he was in Japan last time.
Yeah.
To review, and I did. And he's like, yeah, return it in September. Like, I'll give you the info. I still got it. Like, I don't know if he wants me to just keep it or what. I don't know.
It's like, and you don't want to press him that hard on it. Like, this thing's neat.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, do I really bring this up or not?
Oh, it's like upcoming stuff that I'm waiting for. I'll tell you, is that the G1 Megatron homage ramen tank that he did for PotCon? Was it G2? Oh, sorry. Yeah, G2.
Yeah.
The green, the purple.
Did you order that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was bugging Ace from the get-go. I was like, hey, when can I get this? When can I do this? He's like, it's through what? Agabus.com, I want to say.
Yeah. Talib sent me the link.
Yeah, Talib, I was definitely talking to him about when it was happening.
Yeah. I really wanted to. Looks awesome.
I didn't get any of the other ramen tanks. That was soon as I was like, dude, done.
Yeah.
I want to make sure as we talk about space, I need to have a place in my collection for something. Like, that's what I made myself do. It's like the HasLab to Snowcat. That's neat. I don't want to dedicate that much space in my collection for the Snowcat. We're a Polar Battle Bear. I get nostalgia for that. I'll happily put that in my collection. Easier to fit. So the Arctic Hiss they talked about this weekend. That's neat. I don't want that. I'm good.
I'm gonna grab one. I want one. If it's like 100,
and I get it too.
150, I'll get it. More than that.
Price point. I'll say that. If it's a reasonable price point, That's what would get me to go in on it.
Yeah.
And put that somewhere. But
Yeah.
like right now, I don't have an Arctic arena that I want to have dedicated for that. I think it's cool, but so yeah, that might. And I got a plastic problem too, so I'll probably cave.
Jedi Ben with the jokes.
Oh, dude, jukebox 100%. I wasn't thinking about that. Mad Max. Yep. That would be a really good one. And you get close with the Ramen Racer for that interceptor. But if you get just that interceptor, that was a Ford Pantera, I want to say. Right. Chad will tell me.
125 would be the dream, right?
If it was 125, I would get one.
I would consider 2 if it was 125. 150 is my cutoff for 1. 125, I'd get 1, and then maybe a little bit later, I'd consider maybe another one. But yeah.
Now, how well would that sell over there in Japan, by the way?
Well, they don't sell them here at all.
So if you've got one, you could easily
I'd have to get
sell
it through the States, yeah.
But I'm saying if that you could unload it though in Japan, people would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy that, no problem."
Oh, I've seen Joe stuff in stores here. They sell,
okay.
but these are stores that import it from. They're not getting it even from Hasbro. They're buying it from, like, let's just say Big Bad or straight from Hong Kong or something, and they're putting that mock up. So the classified figures here, like $40 a pop.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're pricey.
There's Nico. I miss Nico in here, man. What's up, Nico?
Yeah, if it's 125, yeah, absolutely.
Which that's what always kills me when they price this stuff out as they keep going up and up. It's like, you guys could sell more volume if you brought that price point down.
Listen, man, you've talked enough to Bobby, or you've heard Bobby, and they're maniacs over there. They're mindless. They're just the decisions they make. They put people in charge of the brand and in charge of the line who know nothing about it, don't know what they're doing, don't want any media attached to it.
Which is crazy.
You should lose your job by saying it's great that we don't have any media tie-ins to this brand. You're thankful that there's no media tie-in. Like, that's what sold the original line. Without that media tie-in, 100%. It would have been one and done.
Which, I mean, media to me, I mean, I know the game has changed 100%, and you have to adapt with it. Which, I mean, podcasts.
Yep.
You should have somebody in marketing that's going out onto these streams talking about it. And it shouldn't be a fight to get you on either. It's like, invite somebody on to show their product off. I mean, literally, it's like, I say it's almost, it's copacetic, right? You're going to get some views, hopefully, right? An audience. But in my head, I just want to show off something I think is neat and it's cool. It's free advertising for you. That's why I like people like Ace. So again, there is a 12-hour difference, So when I had my show at 6 o'clock in the, night, it's 6 a.m., for Ace.
Mm-hmm. But he was
happy to do it.
He does it.
He does it, I haven't got Bobby. I'll have to see if I can get Bobby.
I don't think
Bobby
so.
and we go back and forth, man. I love talking to Bobby.
I wouldn't think to do anybody but LP's thing.
He's been on Obby. We saw Obby.
Has he?
He's been on Obby. I don't know.
Really? Well, Obby dropped mad money on his stuff. So
yeah. It's not mad money. It's insane money.
Yeah. Crazy money.
Insane enough. Bobby's like, oh, God, I guess I'll do your show. I think Bobby. If Bobby's still in there, I think he's done it. A few times now, 2 or 3, right? KJ just saw Zakainen and his invisible wife. You want to talk about somebody who's never going to show herself on stream? My wife. She will never do it, man. Same.
Listen, man. If I died tomorrow, this shit would be in the garbage the next day.
Oh, my wife knows better.
My wife,
she knows the people to reach out to help move this kind of shit.
My wife doesn't give me shit about my collection. She really doesn't. She doesn't give me shit about it. But she doesn't like it. And honestly speaking, I don't want her to be into it. Like a lot of people might say, well, it would be good if this stuff really interests me. It's a passion of mine. I've collected figures my whole life. And this is something that, is important. It relieves my stress. It's my hobby. It's my go-to.
Yep.
You would think you would want your partner to show some interest, maybe get you a figure here or there, during your birthday or Christmas. I'm like, no, I don't want her knowing what I pay for this shit.
Oh, my wife
At
knows.
all. At all.
But we're different, right?
Even,
so my wife is the one who encouraged me to do it. So when you know what she gets really excited about too, that really got her into it. It's when I got that Hellfire Club set from my local store. I was like, oh man, because again, that's stuff where I was like going back and like what do I need to get that I've missed out on? And I was like, that's dope. And she loves the Hellfire Club. Like she loves the White Queen. She loves Emma Frost. And then she was excited. She's like, we can do this. Let's get this piece of the diorama. I mean, it's like a dollhouse for her. And I think it's neat. So she loves like the diorama sets. She likes to, hey, what if we put this for this over here and we get this for the arcade? Like she gets invested in that. And it's just awesome. I love, she's come up with some great stuff. In fact, posing, she took that, was it the Gun Girl, right? That deluxe 2-pack. Was it Rebecca?
I think so.
I always get Jessica and Rebecca mixed up in my head.
I think
that 2-pack, she had the one scantily clad. I was like, hey, could you pick me up some money for one of the conventions? I think it was DFW. And I come home and she's got my money stacked up and she's got the figure all posed out on the money and nailed it. I was like, what the hell? And then she took like Madame Mask and I had a head swap on a Black Widow buck, and she had them like one shoving the head down, getting ready to attack her, and the other one sprawled out. And I'm like, what the hell? This is awesome. I need you to do this more. And then I'm going to take photography and put this out on the internet.
You should actually film her like putting it together.
No.
That's what you got to do. Like all these dudes who have their girlfriends or their wives, like being the face, here's the collection. Like you don't collect this stuff. Who's the guy who's buying this stuff?
They're smart.
That's putting you in front of the camera. They're smart.
They're smart, man.
They're smart.
But my wife will not do it. The pictures we do take together, it's so rare, but she'll like peek over my shoulder. You'll see this little, she loves the hiding. She'll have one eye. She'll have a menu or something, man. It's very rare. And then my God, brother, on the advent of the internet and Facebook, social media, you want to talk about something that was the antithesis to what my wife is. Holy cow. She wants nothing out there. She doesn't have Instagram. She doesn't have Facebook. She's tried Facebook twice, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 times she used Facebook and then bounced. Wow. Oh, it's so hard for me to get friends. I'm like, yeah, you are making it real hard. You've cut yourself off from all social, everything.
Well, that's good.
There's good and bad with it.
So here's a question from the group. Now, if you guys have questions for Zakainen, like put them in and I'll pull them up.
Oh yeah, we'll make this a 6-hour highly posable show.
Yeah. So what are your plans for your collection when you pass away? Do you have kids? You don't have kids, do you?
No kids, man. That was just not in the cards for me and the wife, and it probably would have worked out better because I'm selfish, and it would have been heartbreaking.
All this extra money now.
I'm like, hey, no, you can't. I hope I wouldn't have been that guy because that's what got me into collecting. Like I wanted to play with my comic books. I read all my comics.
Yeah.
I always broke them out. I didn't buy 2. It was rare. I'd buy one, for collecting, the other one to read. But yeah, the plans for my collection when I pass away, God, I pray that it's, I pass before my wife does. My wife passes, I'm not far behind her. I'm here because my wife. I mean, she saved my life a couple times back, now.
How long have you been married?
So we've been married 20 years,
wow.
But we dated for 12.
Wow.
I played the long game.
Yeah.
As soon as we got married, like, gotcha.
Yeah. Ultimatum
Idiot.
time, huh? 12 years. Like,
It wasn't even ultimatum. It was one of those things, you know, and on and off. So like 3 or 4 years, like she'd move. There was 3 or 4 years out of that 12 where we didn't talk. Then we reconnected.
restraining order on you. I get
restraining order. I literally did stalk her too. I found her. I think it was after a couple of years, and we ended it badly when we ended it that last time, and it was better to end things. And I'm like, I reached out and said, hey, you know what? I was an asshole. I'm sorry. You know, don't worry about responding back, but I think this is you. Tracked her down in Chicago, sent an email to her. She reached out, and then I visited, you know, went up to Chicago a couple times. And she's like, hey, is that offer to move in with you still open? Because I got to get out of Chicago. And at this point, I am officially over her. I'm like, well, I'm dating, I'm doing this, I'm hitting the clubs, and I'm doing all that. She's like, I don't care, whatever. Cool. Well, then when she stayed with me, it was great. It was peanut butter and jelly. Amazing. In fact, I left. I went to Canada, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave you some money for, you know, food, whatever." And she called me in Canada, and she's like, Where's your silverware?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? The knife, the fork, the spoon?" She's like, "Yeah, no. Where's the rest of it?" I'm like, "Why would I need more? That's dumb. A knife. I don't even know if I had all three. I might have just had a spoon and a knife, maybe." She's like, "Can I go buy some?" I'm like, I don't care. I left you money. Yeah, go get some. And then it's like, you know, I had a beanbag chair. That's all I needed. She's like, can we maybe go get a couch, perhaps? Like, yeah, I guess we can. I remember when she made a meal for me when I came home from work. I was like, what is this? This is awesome. I don't have to order Pizza Hut.
You're like, am I in the right house?
This is amazing. This is cool. And then after we got along so well, she moved in and it just became a long-term thing. It was finally, you know, she was like, you know, what about this whole married thing? And I'd asked her twice before that. I said, nope. What'd I tell you? I'm never going to ask you again. This is on you. She's like, oh. I said, listen, I'll forego the ring. You don't have to give me the ring right now. She's like, you're going to make me do it on knee? Yes, I am. Yep. And she got her knee. Will you marry me?
Wow.
I didn't play that. No. I was like, yeah.
Let me think.
Okay. Let's do it. And I was the girl. I went to the big wedding and all that. And at that point, my mom had seen my brother got married, and she had the big wedding for my brother and everything. And she's like, you need to take this girl and go to Vegas and just get married. And I'm okay with it. And we'll do it as your honeymoon present. Because if you don't do it, she is never going to get married. So when I told her, I was like, do you want to go to Vegas and do it? She's like, you would do that? You don't want to do the big wedding? I said, at this point, after 12 years, I don't care, man. We can go to the a drive-through chapel like Michael Jordan did. I'll get a big order of fries and I'll get you, you know, your wedding papers and call it good. So, yep, got married in Vegas.
Wow.
And had an absolute blast, which my mom also, when she married my stepdad, they got married in Vegas. And it was an absolute
things you learn about Zakainen on this stream. This is the good stuff.
Why they try to lay Jake Sully in the Navy? Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang, man. That was the guy I love Josh Brolin, but Stephen Lang would also make a really damn good Cable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, man. Last thing before we end this, give us a little bit of a tour explanation of what's behind you.
Oh, man. I've got this Kaiju Daddy I like putting right over here.
Yep.
for branding purposes. Actually, what I did do for your stream, though, I did put that Duarte cherry blossom tree.
Did you?
Got this little, Japanese aesthetic, and I got the Torii Gate from Duarte behind me. Then it's the 78 points of articulation cyberpunk there.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I like moving stuff in the studio, moving stuff around. I got magnetic posters for the studio because they're easier to change out. So we'll rotate those out. So, I mean, I've got one fact. Yeah, there's, again, Megatron there. 3-0 That's been my go-to so far for the Transformers.
That's MDLX,
The
the
smaller
smaller
ones,
scale,
because the DLX is a larger one, right?
and then the premium is the biggest one.
Yeah. So the MDLX is what I've gone for over here, and then some more Transformers. Soundwave. Soundwave that's my Transformer. I love me some Soundwave. And then, not one of my original lunch boxes, although I do have one in the back. I got my Christopher Reeve Superman lunchbox from when I was little, all crusted up behind there.
Is the one in the front is Transformers?
That one is that one that was like on GameStop, where it was Transformers on one side, was G.I. Joe on the other.
Oh, okay.
And it came with like a couple of Funko Pops that were random, and I think I ended up with I can't remember who the G.I. Joe was. Probably Duke. I'm, again, not a Duke fan until Skybound. The new Skybound comics made Duke an awesome character. I'll say that. But then I got, my random Fantastic Four next door. I just threw together with some, She-Hulk, that popcorn bucket Fantastic Car, which is amazing. Love that. And I sprinkled in some X-Men down here, and then right next door, Todd McFarlane. Put him in there with some Justice League. And then more McFarlane down here with the Legion of Doom, my version of them. Metallica vinyl, right? I got to have an album in there. I haven't had a record player since, I don't know.
You got an 8-track player?
7 or 8 or something. Do what?
You have an 8-track player?
No. I did. I was old enough that I do remember them at least, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mezco. Now, these are my favorite. Like, if I have a favorite toy, like past that Sentinel, the Mezco, the Death Brokers. Yeah. I love those figures, man. In fact, they glow in the dark, too. Awesome. And I got some Legions here mixed in with McFarlane on some Warhammer stuff. Betamax. The superior to VHS, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just VHS got the most hype, and they ended up on top.
How do you know where I'm looking at? You can't see my eyes. Get out of here, 78.
The guy knows. He can feel it.
Yeah. Now I'm looking. I'm watching the screen here. I'm watching. Titania. That's actually that might be my favorite Marvel Legends figure of the year so far.
Okay.
Because I love my muscle mommies. But I mean, I got some loose collector She in there mixed up, and Vampirilla in there. And then Monster Force over my shoulder with Patriot Studios, I want to say Resident Evil. That Lady Dimitrescu, or the hell you say her name. And then a couple of her daughters. I got her thrown in. But yeah. Oh, this is going to take like half an hour, man. Yeah, this is this little tiny collection where I've got like my Street Fighter. That is the Jin Bao with the upgrade 2.0 kit.
Because I just got rid of mine.
You know what? So why'd you get rid of yours?
Because it's not stable.
The upgrade kit
makes it
way more stable. That upgrade 2.0.
Yeah, I had the upgrade kit.
Man, I don't fully trust this.
No, I just got
like
rid of it.
Every time I walk in my studio, I'm like, okay, it's still there. Okay, we're good. I know I could like support it and whatever, but I'm gambling.
Yeah.
For when that Legion's gone. Some Blockies action over here, more Transformers. I got my my D&D stuff too. But yeah, I mean, name it. I mean, there more Mezco, more 78 points for articulation dungeon builder. My Sentinels, like my Sentinel Prime, Bastion, Omega over here. There is that Pants guy custom over here. I think I got him next to Jerk right now. And then in the corner, you can see kind of over here, got my Skeletron. That is.
You got that, huh?
That is, I'll say in my collection. The Robo Skull is the coolest, most effing metal toy in my collection.
Wow.
Like if I was like, I'm not going to grab them in a fire because I just buy one. They're still out there.
Yeah.
That toy is the first time I ever had adulthood wonder. When I opened that thing and started playing with it, I was like, I just got goosebumps. And it took me back to, and then everything I've ever loved about a toy is that thing. I absolutely love that Roboskull.
Wow. I guess everybody should go out and try to get one, huh?
I would 100%, man.
What did that cost?
250.
Zoinks!
I think 250. And there's a flight stand. I'd say it's almost a must, but then I got one of those like acrylic hat stands, and I used that. Had a pretty thick. Oh, that's gonna be clipped. Pretty thick, girthy acrylic stand, right, on the pillar, and that works pretty well too. The stands, I don't know about you, but when I display something, I don't want the stand to have texture. I don't want to see that stand.
Yeah.
So like with the Rattler, or not the Rattler, the Dragonfly, while I like that stand, I don't like seeing the bottom piece. I want it clear. I don't want to see that base at all. Like the Fog toys, that almost like that speeder bike they have. Love that thing. I got the translucent version because I'm an idiot. But that base, it's neat. I don't need all that. I want it to be nothing. Find a man that looks at you as a cane looks at his.
All right, one last question, and then we're gonna wrap it up. What are your thoughts on that new Apocalypse?
That's $120. Not for me, man. The retro card Apocalypse for me is good enough. Even before that, what the Apocalypse that came with the spine, like the Mortal Kombat skull and spine. I love that Apocalypse. I'm good. I don't need to have that Apocalypse.
Yeah.
What a surprise. If that was a $120 Apocalypse that was translucent, yes, 100%. I wouldn't even blink at 120. I honestly don't even think it's that unreasonable. But that said, if that was like an $85, $90 figure, I'd have pulled the trigger and I would have got it.
Yeah.
125, it's just not a have to have for me. I'm good with the ones I've got. Where are you at with it?
I'm kind of borderline. I'm leaning more towards getting it just to incorporate it with like my Moth X-Men collection.
Yeah.
So because they would never make that character at that scale. They would never make that character.
And are you in the Mondo or no?
No, like not the Mondo 1/6 stuff.
Yeah.
But I bought the Ghostbusters 112, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in on the Masters of the Universe stuff. 112.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 112, I can swing that. The 1/6 stuff, it's too hit or miss with the quality, and the price point's really high. So I'm like, I'm good. I'll just get the Hot Toys.
Yeah.
So, do you have Hot Toys?
Negative. And that is one where I am scared about that. Toy Game's always like, just get one. Because that's that gateway drug, man. I don't want to go down that route, especially with space. I got to dedicate a large area for that.
The perfect one-off is just been released, that Samurai Predator. Have you seen this?
Predator. I've seen. There's a 112th version, I want to say.
Well, the 1/6 version just released like 2 days ago.
Oh no, I haven't seen this yet. Dude, the thing that was going to get me was that Terminator.
Which one?
Predator. The ones they just recently showed within the last month, 2 months.
Yeah.
That Predator, that Kane from RoboCop 2.
Yeah, RoboCane.
Damn, which would get me to get RoboCop in 1/6. No, man. No, I'm good. If I was going to get any of them, man, it's Terminator and Predator. I've looked and stared pretty hard at.
Well, there was a leaked list that has been pretty accurate so far, and one of the things on that list is a T-800 and John Connor from T2 on a Harley.
See, I don't want that because I heard Edward Furlong, and I hated him in that movie.
Really?
Hated Edward Furlong. Hasta la vista. Fuck you, kid. See, and I dropped the F-bomb. See, that's on you for bringing up Edward Furlong.
All right, man. We'll end it there. We'll end it there.
Cut it out. Fix it in post. It'll be fine.
So again, I want to thank Zakainen for being on. I posted the link. I'll post it one more time for his YouTube. Make sure you give him a follow. Good stuff, good content. He's on everybody's stream, so I'm sure you'll run into him at some point. Again, he's a little bit hard to see. Sometimes you think you're looking at just a blank screen, but he's there. Trust me.
You'll hear me.
That's why he wears the glasses.
Yeah, you'll hear me. That's for damn sure.
You'll hear him. Yeah. So tell us what's going on with you this week so people can mark it down.
That is a good question. I really need to write this down. Like we talked about, you were talking about, you almost forgot this stream. I was like, what? I'm bad about promoting. I was like, I need to write this down. I need a card in front of me and go, this is what is coming up.
Yeah.
Monday. I mean, actually tonight, I'll even skip tonight. I'm so dumb because the pants person of Lasers reached out and asked if I wanted to be on this show tonight on the 3 POA with him and Jersey Maniac. Like, hell yeah, man.
On that. I saw it.
I was like, yeah, let's do it, brother. I'm a stream slut. So yes, of course the answer is yes. So I'll be doing that tonight with them. And then Monday on my show, Rumble and Ranting, I've got Mr. Burger coming on. Mr. Burger is a guy who does quizzes. I am terrible at trivia blitz and quizzes. He does one.
All right, what's the prize?
I have no idea. Not looking like an idiot, which I failed at when I did it. I was on a stream last Tuesday, not this last Tuesday before.
Are you gonna have? Is it gonna be like a trivia thing?
No. So this one is gonna be a little cross promotion, man. I love his crew. He's got a good solid one. I think he's super entertaining. So I'm going to have him on, and we're going to talk about what got him into streaming. And he loves music. We have what I like about music is we can come together on one and be far apart on another one. Like disco is dead. He loves disco. Disco is dead, man. Been dead for a long time.
Disco will never die.
See, you'd love Mr. Burger. He loves him some Bee Gees. He loves him some ABBA. I don't love jazz. Ugh.
For jazz real?
Terrible. It's made up. It's BS.
I think jazz is a bit overrated, but like people act like
that's the bumblebee of music is jazz.
Yeah.
I'd listen to polka over jazz.
Jazz flute?
Oh, wait, hang on. See, no, we're getting off track again. That's my own fault. Then it's Mega Powers right after my show. So I'll be on Yojo Jerk's channel. If his appeal goes through, it sounded like everything was in the works with that. So knock on Formica, that's going to happen. I don't know if we've got a guest lined up for Monday. So I'll be doing that. And then Thursday wrap around, we're going to be on my boy Mikey's channel, my partner on Figure It Out, JMK Customs. So we'll be over there. And we've got Ish, the creator of IshCon, and a whole bunch of other conventions too. And I'm like, dude, you need to slap your name on all of these so I can remember which ones you're doing. He is going to be on, and we're doing our last meal for like a Halloween deal. Like, what meal are we going to have if it's going to be your last meal? And mine almost got me teary eyed when I did it. And it wasn't because of my own mortality. Whatever. I've lived this long. I'm shocked I'm this old. I lived this long. But I got a little misty-eyed when I came up with my dessert that I would want. So I'm excited about that, and that's all I can remember. I'll probably end up randomly being on somebody else's stream.
So you have something every day.
Pretty much. Nothing on Tuesday that I know of. Nothing on Wednesday for sure, but I moderate for 3 POA, so I make sure I'm always available.
Yeah. Thank you, 12-inch Moose Stream. Thank you very much. Make sure you check out 12-inch Moose Stream. We had him on a couple weeks ago as well. So yeah, so after this, we're gonna go right into the member stream. I think the member stream was supposed to start maybe 45 minutes ago. I can't really remember. We kind of got sidetracked. Uh, but so yeah, for people who are watching this, we'll do our new night for Don't Tell My Wife. That'll be now Sunday nights. It's a little bit easier for the other members to kind of do it now with like Monday Night Football. It's a little bit easier to do it then. So that's the new night, and hope everybody can join. If you're a channel member, if you're a new channel member, we're going to go into the member stream, and we'll probably talk like New York Comic Con impressions, that sort of thing. So nothing too big, but just, shooting the shit and, having a good time. So one more time, thank you, Zakainen. Appreciate you being here, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Look at that. Hercules and Ares. Are those the names?
Good Lord, no. Little lightning, little thunder.
There you go. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Way more salt on both. I need salt and salt.
All right, everyone. Take care. Be good. And hope to see everybody next time. See ya.